we're in a really weird place. I've said this. Um, I'm going to continue to stand on this. Black women and other women of color, but black women are the loudest about it, really thought that the college degrees and moving into suburban neighborhoods and living in gated communities and sending their children to these spaces and places and being in majority white churches and congregations would allow for them to end up with the white guy, and it just doesn't. We hear more and more black women, particularly millennials now and the oldest of Gen Z, who are speaking about growing up in those spaces and what it did to them psychologically. I appreciate the parents that want to take their kids out the hood and put them in safe environments where they know the school is going to have some anti-blackness on 1,000, but they want their kids to have some type of tradition and they want their daughters to be raised in, have some type of idea of what it is to be in quote unquote safe spaces. Although being black, what's really a safe space in America? But then you got to deal with the anti-blackness coming from the children and the administrators and the teachers. Huh? Oh man, right? And Black Uru also says what black women don't want. What black women don't want to marry a trust fund white dude.
The second.
Okay, I guess not. And we're back. And Black Uru says, what black women don't want to marry a trust fund white dude? That dude is out of his tutti fruity tutti fruity mind. One of the sisters that what I forgot the name of that channel where they wear the more Christiany uniforms and she's a bit more heavy and apparently she's engaged to some white dude. Good looking white dude, and I hope it work out for them. But she's mixed anyway, right? She's mixed anyway, very fair skin. Um, I hope it work out for her too. But like we already know, like the pro black talk ended up with the white dude or being the sexual plaything for the white dude. And like shout out to Dr. Thunder that speaks about like how these churches how they operate and the black people that attend these predominantly white churches and how they think, right? It is psychological warfare on your kids in these spaces. Huh? It is, especially your daughters. It is psychological warfare. Your women, your daughters of color pining. Y'all see it with Mindy Kaling. It was so bad, even her own followers and fans who also want white men were like, okay, you get it. It's cringy now. You're too overt with it. You're too blatant. It's cringy now. That fiending and pining for white male acceptance. And that's all black women are doing. Huh? The white guys do it like this, the black man can't. Yawn. That's all they're doing is begging and pleading. And for the most part, that's just not where most white men are. Right? Mm. Oh no, we actually where did that comment go from Black Uru? Where did it go? Oh, there it goes. And would you believe it? Yeah, we said this before, Black Uru. Yeah, exactly. Would you believe it if I told you that the available census data says that less than 1% of married white men have black wives? Yeah, no. It's right. You're correct. You're correct. Right? And let's be very clear. Like, first off, most people are going to marry within race anyway. That's just how it goes. That's number one. People want someone that understands them, that grew up in the same type of mindset as them, similar ish upbringing, cultural norms, etc., etc. There's that. Then we live in America, that's extremely anti-black. Huh? Black women don't really have a choice. Their other choices are Rose Toy and Rose Toy and same-sex loving relationships. I want to be very clear. Black men, they can't tell you that. They can't tell. Their pride and their ego will let you know that they don't have anywhere else to go. Black women, even if they don't think of it consciously, subconsciously, they know that too much power is in your hands. If they start admitting that if you leave, they got nothing else, they got nowhere else to go. Shout out to BGS for the clip. They have nowhere else to go. So what they can do is chastise you for not going to college and university because the white men in colleges and university ain't checking. For all the black men that are wondering why are black women so invested? Is it because they really care about the black community? No. It's because if you're not attending college and university and they want a college and university grad, they want someone with at least a 4-year diploma. They don't have much choices. The white guys, the Latino, and the Asian guys aren't checking. First off, the Latino guys aren't attending college and university as much as the black men are. That's number one. Ooh, goddamn. Secondly, the white guys who are attending more ain't checking, and we're not even gonna mention the Asian guys. That's not even a thing. Stop it. Black women don't have nowhere else to go. So Kim Foster could put out her quote-unquote think piece about it. Huh? Toure could say what he want to say. All these black women could tell. But you notice the one thing they didn't say, they refused to say, black men, if you don't go to college, we don't have nobody to choose from that went to college. If you don't go, there is nothing else for us. You notice ain't nobody say that part, right? That's the most glaring, evident thing. They said everything but that. Whether it was woman or man, they said everything but that. Black man or black woman. Listen, if y'all don't graduate college, black women don't got nobody to choose from. Ain't nobody choosing them. Not in any significant number anyway. They're going to be out here rose toying it up, pretending like they're okay, or in same-sex loving relationships, or having they'll be 35 years old, having a 23-year-old help stretch them out once a week. Huh? That's just the way it is. You watch black men and black women who cover this not say the most evident part, the most in-your-face part. Listen, black men, if you don't get a degree, there's nowhere else for her to go. They're going to be fighting over the small pool of college-educated black men. Huh? Oh, man. Wow. And GC says, paying a rainbow man for dating coaching is truly a new low. Which low won't black women go to? How low can you go? Which low will black women not go to? And apparently the young lady has it. If she has it and it works for her and she's engaged now, okay, fine. Okay, right? And you see, that's the link I should have put that I didn't put. The Ostefco link. I'm gonna make reference to it anyway. Ostefco spoke about this, about Anwar, right? And a number of other black women said this. There's something about the same-sex loving, and this is the part they don't want to really say, the same-sex loving feminine black man that puts them a bit more at ease. They could take some quote unquote advice, ass kissing advice from him instead of a straight black man. Hey, ladies, y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all been around LGBTQ black men, I don't know, since the plantation. How's that been working for y'all? Y'all been taking advice from these guys for since forever. How's that working for y'all? Let's call a thing a thing. You want to see you reflected in whoever is talking to you. And that's great. How is that working for you? You want your ass kissed. You want a person to kind of make snide remarks about black men, take little jabs at black men while they're talking to you and giving you quote unquote advice. And the Anwars of the world do that. That's what Derek Jackson was doing also, right? This is what y'all crave. Meanwhile, another black man gets his passport and another black man does SYSBU. Oh boy. Huh? That's why Anwar's name is bubbling up again. He takes jabs at straight black men. He tells black women what they want to hear. You know, there's not enough eligible black men. And you need to expand your dating options. I don't take on any client that doesn't expand their dating options. And guess what? Still about 50% end up with black men. So it's not, I'm not trying to push. This is a whole LGBTQ white guy. Excuse me, Mr. Z said white guy, huh? This is a whole LGBTQ black guy with a white husband. With a white husband. Huh? Is this going to work for black women? Probably not. Huh? So if black women want to listen to the LGBTQ guy and they feel more at ease listening to the LGBTQ guy and he's less toxic to them, and fine. Hopefully it works for you. Hopefully it works. Huh? Y'all have the dude with Adrian. You have the other dude, King of Reeds. You have a bunch of LGBTQ black men making content now. And they, even if they're not matchmakers or dating coaches, they say similar stuff to black women that Anwar says. And does this work for black women? Like, no. But it makes them feel good. Right? GC says so easy to hustle the queens. Yeah, no, it is easy. And they know it and they're okay with it. Make me feel good. Yeah, tell them something good. Huh? Ah. And Black Uru says that small group of educated black men who are increasingly picking non-black women. I said it last night. I've said it before. Mr. Z's fear for black women was that they were going to become the outcasts of society, the essentially gypsies. And shout out to KMS for saying the word. I was searching for it. I couldn't get it out. The gypsies of society, kind of on the outskirts of the city, whether educated or not, mainly non-educated. Outskirts of the city, they're going to be the spiritualist, fanatical, religious fanatics, matriarchal, out there with them and their children, women. Think of any kind of dystopian movie where they depict kind of a modern Amazonian women, huh? And that's going to be black women, especially in America. That's going to be them. Out there. Huh? Out there. If an increasing amount of black men across class are taking seriously and marrying non-black women, never to be seen again. Right? Like marrying and black women are like, F that, I'm gonna hold on to my pride. And as Jason Black said the other day, like black women, that's not a threat to them when you tell them, all right, buy a dog and die alone. All right, if it's not a threat to them and they holding on to their pride, Mr. Z said bride. Based off of that, same-sex loving rate, yeah, they might be holding on to their bride. If they're holding on to their pride and they're willing to play this game with their own life, then fine. If the women said that's not a threat to me, okay. Hopefully it works for you. That pride and that ego, and you don't care. You ain't chasing after no man. You definitely not chasing after no black man. Hopefully it works for you.